Hello, YouTube. Welcome to episode 7, Factorio, Bobs and Angels, Land Edition. In this episode, hopefully, we get more everything. So, one thing I did notice right off the bat is we need more Bobonium, Chrononium. I think Bobonium we're going for right now. Looks like our iron production is okay. It's getting there, slowly but surely. We need to start getting more of everything else. So, we are going to steal a bit of this. Put a couple of these guys down there. And that should increase this nicely. These guys should all work. We almost doubled that. So that's good there. Checking the ore production here. Looks like we're still missing some iron ore. So if we got a bit more iron ore, we'd be good to go. And it looks like I could put another sorter here as well, based on our current belt production setup. We do have some yellow belts, so we could start boosting this. But we're going to need quite a few more yellow belts. Maybe that's the plan next. Grab some yellow belts. Also start Operation Defense, since we have quite a bit of defensive stuff set up. Or turrets produced, so we could make a nice defensive setup. Grab some of these guys quickly. Making some more belts. So we have 151 turrets. I might want to limit that at some point. It'll be 250 turrets. That is quite a bit. I think right now we have maybe 50. You could probably check the production log to see exactly how many we have, but that's a good amount. We'll connect that in there. Still need about another 30 yellow belts, looks like. Connect those there. Grab that. I have no more power lines on me. We did automate power lines, so I could probably go grab some of those in a second. Grab some of those. Power line in just a moment here. We do have this building here now. Connect that. Looking good, looking good. Connect you to that. Grab a bit more iron. I think we need maybe 25 more belts. That should be great. Looks like we're out of tin now. We're gonna go motor over to get some tin. Tin is being produced. Where do we produce the tin? Over down here. Inner smeltery. Maybe we can start doing silicone over here as well. But that's a lot of tin. That's good. Connect that to there. So that is now flowing nicely. That's looking like it should work. So now all the sorters are going. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Could speed that up, but actually that wouldn't really help. But we'll just do it anyways, because why not? Okay, that's good. Should be more iron, even more iron coming. We're not teching right now. For what reason? I don't know. Just gonna go smash a few techs out of here. Hydro refining. So that's phase 1. Or phase 2. I guess this is refinement phase 1, and then you have another set of refining the ores with hydro refining. So you can continue refining your setup. No problem there. While we're just hanging out here for a second, we are going to start our steel production. So I need a powder mixer. We don't need a blast furnace because we have one already. So we actually started the steel, and we built a air compressor, if I'm not mistaken. This guy's gonna go here, and then we need a chemical plant. Chemical plant. Where are you hiding? You can actually search here too. That was told to me earlier. This needs basic electronic circuits, which we don't have any of yet. So, in order to get a chemical plant, in order to get our compressed air, I guess we use this too, electrolyzer, but that's a little harder. So we got a chemical plant. We're going to have to start pushing towards our next tech, which is these guys here. So we need tin, copper, wire, and carbon. We have the carbon started up over here, actually. So we started that process. Right there. But we never moved on from there. Let's go jump back over there for a sec. And we can turn that on in a second, too. If you have it, you might as well use it. So here we got Coke. Coca-Cola. And with the Coke, we're going to turn that into carbon. So we're going to go to FNEI for a second. Go to craft, how to craft carbon. We need steam and Coke and a liquefier. Gives carbon. Got a liquefier right here. Let's actually just double check there's no other recipes for this. So there is oxygen gas again to get carbon. And coal and water will get us carbon, but that's in a chemical furnace, which we don't have yet, so. So we're gonna go with the basic steam setup here. So we put like that. I got some pipes. Let's do basic stone pipes. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna burn coal here to make steam. Go back to power. Get some boilers. The boilers are gonna need water. Obviously. Move our coal right here. I think I'm gonna give the coal the nice belt. I'll give it a bad belt. This can run right through. Right to there. And we'll go get some more pipes. We want to hit the water right there now. So we have a little puddle right there, but I'm not sure I can actually put a water pump on that. As soon as you can fit a little water pump in there, it's actually really nice. See water not near any other water, so you can build around it. But I don't believe there we can. That's okay. Put that there. Put you to there, and we do have a pipe coming in just a second. About that. So now they have water. Have to go grab some power lines too in a second as well. That would be nice. So now they have all the power they could ever want. We're gonna insert long, or insert close and drop long. And that's actually not what we want, so we're gonna go pick up and drop like that. That's kind of not what we want either, one like that. There we go. We're gonna copy them there. You're the drop, you're the pickup. There we go. So now we got carbon. Carbon. And we need carbon for this. So tin, copper, wire, and carbon. Save this right here. We're gonna make a tin wire right here. So we need copper up there, and we also need tin, obviously. So we have copper right below, which is pretty far below down here. Copper right there, and we have tin right here. So these two guys, we're just gonna pull them out. Like such. Same with this one here. Looks like the copper is going to be a little bit harder to pull out. What I might do, what I will do, is I'll pull off this line here. It's actually the easiest way to do this. We don't need that. Like that. One thing I want to be weary of here when I do weave through this area is our future expansion setups. So I don't really want to build on top of the Bobonium too much. One node is fine, because a miner can actually grab underneath there still. So that's not really a problem. But you don't want to do too much more than that. So here we can make our tin copper wire. Tin copper wire, I think, can be made in this building. Yep. This actually needs tin cabling. Or copper cable, sorry. So we're going to check the craft time here. So it's a 0.5 second with 10 copper cables. And a copper cable is 0.5 seconds for each one. Or two, sorry. So what you're going to do here is this recipe. You're going to be the copper cable. You'll be this one. And we have our copper on the outside. Like such. And then one to grab there. So copper is on the far side here. So pick up, drop. This should theoretically work. This gets us our copper wire. Or a tinned copper wire, rather. This will go right there. And then we need the carbon, which is right there. I could weave it on the other side. But I really don't want to do that because this is an item you use so much of. So I feel like we're going to build on this side instead. Hydro refining done. We're just going to tech everything. If we can tech it, we will tech it. Put it right there, and we're going to make these guys here. So we need to be able to expand on this setup. And the main way we expand on the setup is by adding more of these. This is the limiting blueprint, I believe. So it's not getting any tin yet, which is fine. We're going to run the carbon through here instead. Rip all this up. The beautiful, beautiful, stronger pickaxe makes this a lot easier to do. It's pretty expandable here too, so no problem with that. I don't think there'll be any problems with the steam there right now. Run that in like that. And that is our basic part. Get a couple more of these. And that's going to get us a mini electronic component. So while we're building those buildings, we are going to go turn the tin on. Adventures of Tintin. Try that there. You go there. And now we have tin. So we do need our wooden boards over here now too. Kind of built on the opposite side of the factory. Typical me problem. I would say it's the first time I've done this, but it's definitely not the first time I've done something like this. Build very, very, very far away. So this can actually build this part now, which means solder as well. So solder is a part that we are actually not making anymore. So solder is going to be made with solder mixture, obviously. And solder looks like it needs an item and we don't have any. We have no lead yet. We need rubite now. So rubite is a red one. The red ore right there. So we're going to have another whole setup like this right now. Gonna make a bunch of mining drills. Start Operation Rubite. So all of this is just to get steel going. Because we cannot make steel yet. Well, we can make steel, but we can't make it with our advanced setups yet, so... Well, while that's happening, I think we're gonna go grab some walls. And we have quite a few belts on us, so we're gonna do another defensive line right now. several hundred walls there, so that should be okay. So we have the top defended. We don't have that side there. And that side there looks like it's just about to enrage the biters, so we'll go deal with that right now. Go dump some fish on the ground. Fish out of the water. We don't have any power lines. Before I do this, I need more power lines. So I can find my way home. Okay, let's go run over here and grab some power lines quickly. How is our power anyways? Power is great. Science is doing good things there, no problem. And power lines are right here. We just have 100 power lines right now. 50 is a lot. That'll last a while. Looks like yellow science actually is slowing us down. Probably because I kept stealing all the iron. Power armor when? I do have 8 more labs on me as well. Could use those at some point. So we're going to go right over here and defend this part. That way that one whole side is good to go. Tinned wire should be building. Now, yep, you can see components are there. Ghosted entities on destruction. Seems like a good recipe. Okay. Let's do this. Something like that. So this area here obviously doesn't need power because it already has power. Try that like that. The corner is where they're going to get hit the most, so we shall defend the corner. Perfect. We'll never see us coming. So the ammo is starting to just backlog now. I can see some of these turrets are able to actually get fed immediately. Put you there. So that's good there. And we have the north here. This section should be a little bit easier. Let's put a 50 turrets right here. All 50 turrets. I think we'll just do a thick wall right here. Right in all the trees. That should work. You. Just like that. I think that should be good. Those are all on the wrong side, that's okay. So right now for turret defense, we have this chunk right there, which is defended. We have right all down here, and we have that corner there. Next we could do the south or the north. Pollution in the north is probably the worst. This would be the next colony hit. Down here there's a big forest blocking everything, so let's go to the north. North requires another ammo line. But looks like we're pretty backed up on ammo right now. It's almost supplying the entire line of ammo. So we just need a splitter, which we have a splitter, and we have 125 turrets on me still, so that is something. There's a few turrets there. I have some mining drills on me. I need another ore sorter, so we're going to grab some iron. Make another ore sorter or two while we're waiting. Need some stone. So a couple ore crushers. Because we're going to start our rubite in a minute. Grab that. A couple of those. Basic circuits. Grab a few of those guys. We should be able to get the next process started in a minute. The rubite. So while we're defending and building our iron line, or ammo line, sorry. I think we're going to turn it right here. We'll be building the buildings required for the next phase of the factory. I'm not really curious how much ammo we've made so far. Probably a good amount. How backlogged are you on this side? Only 50% of ammo makes it here. And then it veers off. It's right around there. Looks like backed up. So this is now our northern front. I think it's easier to move the power line than anything else. I think here we'll turn. Use this cliff to our advantage. I don't have a good feeling in this area here, so we'll add an additional turret. Try something like that. I have a chest on me. With chest, we'll drop off some ammo. All the ammo on my person I'll dump right now. Because I have so many turrets, we're just going to do that. Seems like a bad idea, having the power outside. And I do not have another splitter on me, so this is where the wall remains. This is where the wall will be. At the corner, we'll put extra, extra, extra. And right here, I'm going to do this to that. Ammo chest, which is quite far away from the wall, so I shouldn't lose it in the event of an attack. That can go there. I'm going to run out of inserters. A pretty beefy section right here. And the wall will run here. We're going to go down right there. Of course, any section that does get attacked and we lose it, we can obviously... it's an interesting oil processing icon. We can always reinforce it later. I feel like we just go... Yeah, I think I'm going to go hit this cliff here. So we're going to cut it across and go down. So we want our turret right there, an inserter, and the belt right there. So you got turret. Turret. And by turret, I mean we have just a few turrets. I have no inserters though, so we cannot finish this section right now. I always feel like I waste my time when I'm building a defense like this, but being able to build undisturbed later on, priceless. So I do suggest if you have the ability to do this early on, defend your base, especially with biter expansion on. And then you can build peacefully for as long as you want. Well, for a good chunk of time anyways. You saw kind of how bad the biters were the first attack we did there. We don't need to repeat this. Look at that. Beautiful. Little accent corner. What more do you want? So now we have a good chunk of the factory totally defended. Which is beautiful. Doop, doop, doop. And we're also out of power lines. So we're going to have some more power lines. Yeah, I think we just continue down the wall there. Well, we're so close to having it all done. Fort Knox. Look at this. That's a fissure. Source of hot and mineral-rich water. That is new. I've never seen that before. That was not around when I played, so that should be interesting. So I think we grab... The decision now is, do we start a Bobonian or a Rubite? Or do we finish the wall? Decisions. Rubite will start backlogging on me. The wall, if it does get attacked, it's a nightmare to deal with after the fact. Either way, I need inserters. And power lines. Let's grab a few of these. I think we turn the Rubite on right now. I think that's the process. Like a big silo, but that's not really going to help us too much. We can build these little crawler construction robots, but not sure how much that will actually help me right now. So build that. Build a casting machine, and an induction furnace requires more iron. I wonder if the iron's actually backlogged. It's still not backlogging at all. We're using every single iron we produce. It looks like we're... should be able to produce more. This is full up on us. So... we actually can get more, just not right now. So we're going to copy this setup right here. I don't want to be on top of this data, right? Give ourselves a little bit of space again. Build a splitter. Steal the fuel line. So we could actually expand this right now. The setup here is ready to go and be expanded. But we don't have the facilities for that yet. We've got to go up to our Rubite. And we also want to build a little crusher setup here as well. So I'll put you right there. And you're going to be Crush Rubite. These are going to be our Rubite Crushers. Let's grab that. And we need actually multiple splitters. Crush Rubite's going to have our slag, iron, or stone again. Always a stone. So much stone. So I can go right there. Get off my belts. I clearly don't have any underground belts right now. What are we missing? Wood. Don't have wood. Oh, the day I require wood for underground belts. Big sigh. At least you can automate wood. I always say I wish you could automate wood in vanilla Factorio, so I shouldn't be too sad by needing wood for everything. So this now is going to go right through everything we're building on. And I need a couple more undergrounds, so we're going to run this line over down there. I could do it up here, but I'm going to try and keep my smelting together. I don't really care if I keep anything else together, but the smelt thing we want to keep together. Belts are okay, so I don't need any more belts. Ammo is getting a bit of resources. This is backlogging, so if this backlogs, it'll start going that way. And I am looking for wood. So science is getting priority there. Same with the sawmill. But eventually that should backlog. It looks like it is stopping there. Then we'll get pushed over here. That can go there. Have some coke. You can go there. I have about 1 million undergrounds now, so that's good. All backwards. I think we'll give our Bobonium a little bit of space. Some rubite down there. It might have actually been closer. Hard to tell. No way to know. But this needed to be done anyways. We need to get rid of that. So now we got some rubite. My power is probably not keeping up anymore. Curious to see if the power is keeping up. It's right on the edge. Geode processing, just what I wanted. Silicone wafers. We are nowhere near where we should be right now. So much science. So we got our rubite coming down now. This is almost ready. So rubite's gonna go right here. It's gonna get crushed. It's gonna get sent over here. Beautiful. I'm gonna offset each one of these. One of these each. Grab a couple of these. You go there, and now we have a bunch of ores coming out of here. So we have lead ore, we have zinc, and we have slag again, as always. Clearly I left myself a ton of space. So zinc ore is going to go right into here. Or rather, not zinc. Lead. You're going to be lead here as well. Molten lead. Something like that. Okay. And now we need to grab our fuel line. We'll just do that. So we can run our fuel right into here. What if we just kick it over one? Nah, it's fine. We can do more processing up. So we can put one right... Let's actually move this facility, though. Put it more like that. This big facility. One right there. So the first one is going to offload is going to be slag. This guy right... Oop, this one right there. I want the slag gone first because it is actually just straight up garbage. The slag, I'll run into my other slag line, which should be right there. So I can go up. There's so many lines already. This is going to be a mess, this factory. I don't like the side load belts, so we'll do it like this. I need some copper. Grab some copper. So there's no offload. You can't unload right now. That's fine. We're gonna go there. So there's our slag done. Gonna make 2 silos, I think, to hold the raw resource right now. So go and click on this. Find our silo tab, which is right here. We want these ones. 2 of those guys. So we can put the zinc immediately into a silo. Big chests. I'm kind of curious to see how big that is. How big is the big chest? Something like that. It's fine to not work right now. think we'll flare it off on that side there. Let's go here, and it is zinc ore that's coming out, right? Nickel ore. Nickel. We'll go to that side there. Just throw into a silo. Always make sure you have enough space away from your silos to do whatever you want to do, because moving silos is a nightmare. You can move a lot of stuff, but moving a silo is not fun. Okay, that's good there. So last resource is going to come out is going to be lead. Lead also needs oxygen. There must be another way for me to get oxygen right now. So an air compressor gives you oxygen. Air compressor... I should be able to make one right now in a second. So I have an air filter, and it's telling me an air compressor. Crafts compressor. This guy right there. So we should be able to make one. I'm going to build an assembly machine, see if I can build it there. This setup obviously won't work because we have an offload there as well. For some reason, it's not popping up. Some of these recipes actually don't exist. I could be missing a tech somewhere, but it's not unheard of for it not to actually show up. It's a recipe used in different different versions of Bobs and Angels. It's not letting me use that. Chemical plants. So I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab this. This should be able to make lead. Yeah. I don't need a ton of lead. I just need to get that one building started. If I get that there, some coal in there. Got some more coal right now. We just get this started. Then I can make my air compressor. And how much lead do we need? So we're making a chemical plant. That's what we want. Chemical plants. So chemical plants requires one of those circuits. And one of those circuits requires solder. So what we're trying to do is make a little bit of solder. I can just get a tiny, tiny bit of solder. The solder mixture. So we can just get a little bit of solder. So lead and tin. Lead and tin. So right there. And what building was that crafted in? It's an assembly machine. So I should be able to make it in my pocket. And then that can go in there. So now I have the solder. Just need to make a couple of these guys. And I got a bunch of the basic components right here. It's another item you can't make in your pocket. So we're still missing a bit of solder. 2 of those, which means I can now make a chemical plant. So instead of actually having the tech work all the way for you, we kind of brute forced it. So I got one of these buildings, or 2 of them. Just need a bit more steel. Then we can get oxygen, and then we can set this up in a more complicated manner, with giving us a much better yield. I'm gonna grab a little bit of steel. Make some storage tanks here. Angels Petrochem tanks. Phenomenal. Let's make 2 of those. I need a bunch of pipes. Gonna grab some more stone. That's 400 pipes. That'll take me a long time to craft. So we now have this. I think I need a flare stack as well, actually. It's going to be compressed air, and this is going to make oxygen. Right there. Oxygen, hydrogen. No, that's wrong. Compressed air, oxygen, nitrogen. There we go. So, with two of these guys, I'm gonna start letting the oxygen accumulate. And this. But I need to stop building 400 pipes. So it'll take me 7 years to do that. We need to build a flare stack now. I got a flare stack, no problem. Get a bunch of these now. Now I can make 5,000 pipes. Once I get the flare stack actually built. Big chest is, it's the big chest. It's kind of cool. This can go here. Give this some power. I don't want the power right in between, so this is now going to start working, getting me some of that. I have a flare stack coming in a second. Flare stack does exactly what you sounds like it does. It burns off the gas. So now we're accumulating this and burning out the other thing. Can build another one of these air compressor tanks. And by air compressor I mean filter. Just need some more stone. That's too slow at producing. Now we have oxygen for our lead plates. Quite happy with that little storage action there. We're going to turn that on. And that is going to start producing sulfuric gas. What do I need that for? I don't know. But I will need it at some point. Right now, I don't need it, but eventually we will need it. Again, be very sure where you're placing buildings like this, because it's going to take up a lot of space. There'll be oxygen right there. So it will not work until it gets its oxygen connected. You also need oxygen. Oh, that's a lot of pipes. Make a few more undergrounds there. Got a couple of these guys building right now. Just do this with it. Chemical plant is chemicaling. This is going to need fuel too in a minute. I'm out of belts. Wow, we use everything. We are hungry. Some more of those. Like 600 more of those. I want the sulfuric gas to start accumulating. I know you need a lot of it later on. I don't know when I'm going to run into that, but I do know I need them, so. Belts are over here. We were close. Overshot a little bit. Really confusing why some of these aren't working. There's some fake inserters there. That is the problem. Iron is now backed up, which is great. So 500 iron plates in there. I have a lot of copper. 14k copper. Thought I built a few of those. Apparently I did not. So that goes there. One of our first real liquids. And by liquid I mean gases, but you still need it, so it's good to go. This is now producing, and this is going in here. So now we have sulfur dioxide gas. It begins. It begins. Land of Bobs and Angels and a million gases. I can go there. You can go there. Some power for you. Try something like that. Okay, we got this here. This is lead plates, which is amazing. You put a bit more space in between that. And that goes there. That's how lead's able to produce. We have some sulfur dioxide gas being produced, and we have oxygen being produced. Look at that. Whew. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys. We got our first more advanced building built, the chemical plant, because it required the basic electronic boards, not the circuits, so we're getting there. So we got our first Angels petrochem tank. That holds 200,000 of whatever resources in there, so that is going to be a lot. So, if you enjoyed the episode, throw a like, throw a comment, and thank you very much for sticking through the episode. And this is Yamakar. Until next episode, ciao for now.